about this year and everything that you guys were able to accomplish, district champs, conference champs, and in your senior season, and what this has meant to you?
Oh, this has meant a ton. My teammates have worked so hard with me, and it just really showed this season with the conference title and a district title, and it just feels awesome.
What was the difference between last year and this year? You guys really took a step forward. A lot of the younger girls really stepped into bigger roles.
Yeah, we've had potential, the last years, but this year, the younger girls stepped up and they really worked their butts off this year, and it paid off and showed everybody, which is great. And they're returning next year, so that's great too.
Yeah. Now, are there any specific memories that kind of stand out from this year for you that in particular?
Definitely the district title definitely stuck out. There were, always funny moments at practice, and our team just really bonded together, which is an awesome memory to have with each individual girl, and then like the team district title.
What about you personally? Where do you feel your game took a step forward this year from last year to this year?
From last year to this year, I kind of got back on my feet after my surgery, but I worked my butt off over the summer and this season, and it paid off.
Jake, can you just talk about this last year, your senior season, and how special this has been for you? You guys are still going.
Yeah, it's quite an honor to be able to continue in the tournament this far, and a lot of my success has been due to the help of my teammates behind me and them being able to get outs when I throw to contact, and it's been huge with the help of the team.
Now, Ben talked a little bit about, in the off-season, he said that this was going to be your team, and can you talk about how you embraced that leadership role and how you led personally, the rest of the, some of the younger guys?
Well, I'm not usually the verbal player that's going to get on you and tell you when you screw up. I'll come up, say a little something, try and get you going again, and hopefully lead by example and not get in your face too much.
Now, your game personally, where do you feel like it took a step forward from last year to this year?
Just my confidence all around, I feel. I mean, being able to commit to Delta early before the season started, it just let me settle into my game and let me swing how I wanted, let me throw how I wanted, and just played my game.
How important was it for you to get that decision out of the way to kind of, put all of your focus on your senior season?
I think it's really big. Not that it's a ton of pressure where I'm worried about playing the next year or whatever, but just to have that relief that you are going to continue and that you can just play your game now.
You guys kind of started off the season, with a couple losses to Newaygo. Kind of people were wondering if this was going to be the same old Chip Hills team.
Yeah.
How did you rally after that series, and you guys went undefeated in the conference the rest of the way?
Yeah, we just some sparks. I mean, the weather didn't help us out at all, not being able to get outside, but that's not an excuse to drop a couple games early. It's just we finally got into a rhythm and a routine, and we just settled in and rolled with it.
Now, are there any particular memories from this season so far that stand out? I know there's probably a couple in the last week or so.
Yeah, definitely in our comebacks. Those are going to be memories for years and years now. I mean, many memories made this senior year, and I'm glad to be a part of it.
What about that, the quarterfinal? Talk a little bit about that game and just being a part of that.
It's surreal to me right now. It's just, I don't know when it's going to hit me, but to come down from 5-1 in the bottom of the 7th, that's a dream as a kid that you live for that stuff. That's why you're there. That's why you're playing, and for that to happen is amazing.
Now, a couple years ago, you saw your brother win the Player of the Year award. Was that something that you set your sights on when you saw, him take home that award?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we've always been competitive, and I try to one-up him in everything we do. And I don't know if I did. I mean, other people can look at that however they want, but to get this is an honor.
RD, talk about this season and a very memorable year for you guys, a conference and a district title, and nearly capturing a regional title.
That's a great word to sum up this year, and I've been blessed with a great group of kids this year and in the past. Every senior that's graduated, through, off our team in the last 4 or 5 years had a part to do with where we're at today. I know we've talked in the past year, 2 years ago, we just want to build. We want to be better than last year, and these girls took us to that next level this year.
Obviously that comes with some improvement. A lot of younger girls who were on the team last year really stepped up into some major roles this year. Talk about how instrumental that was in your team's success.
Well, it does. I mean, your second year as a varsity player is a lot easier than your first year for anybody. And so as young as we are, these girls have played a lot of ball, a lot of varsity ball. A lot of them play travel ball. They'll turn around and play another 30 games this summer. And that's just the positiveness that we have and the confidence that they build in themselves and as a team.
Are there any particular moments to you that stand out from this season?
Well, gosh, I just think of some really close, good games. We beat Lakeview in 10 innings at one point this year. I know we were battling Holton for conference. We beat them 2-0, 1-0. Holton's a very good team. They're in the semifinals Friday. That's probably during the season was our moments, and then just our run we made here, the districts, going to the regionals. It was just, it was electric.
Yeah, I know you mentioned, your daughter, just another player to you when she's out there on the field, but to have this type of season during her senior year and to have her perform as well as she had, does that make it any more special for you?
Well, it does. She's been a leader before on this team. This year she was a senior leader, and it really is special, to have your seniors lead a team like this.
All right, Coach of the Year, Ben Wright. Can you talk about another very successful season, and what stands out about this year compared to some of those other really good teams that you've had over the past 5?
What stands out this year is that we're still playing. We still have the opportunity down in the Final Four to compete for a state championship. We try to do the same things every year. I got really good players every year. We just try to start them young and get them in, and I can't take any credit. It's all the kids. I mean, the kids just play their tails off.
We've talked about this with you guys lost some pretty good players last year. You needed some seniors to step up. Talk about those seniors and how instrumental they were in your success.
Yeah, they've been great. Ty Schaefer and Jake Tarbell have been phenomenal. Devin Esch has been a really good player. We had some kids that surprised us. My 2 sophomores, Hunter Conley and Tyler Kelsey, have just been fantastic. And those are the ones that you don't expect. Every year I come in, I know I've got players returning, but every year I seem to have a guy that I didn't expect to be there really play well. So that's been the biggest key for us.
How do these guys make your job easier?
They want to win. They want to be successful. They want to win. And as a manager, that's all you can ask for is guys that want to compete and want to win. And they've seen the tradition of the past. They've seen what other teams have done, and they want to try to be the best in Chippewa Hills history. And we get the opportunity to try to prove that.